Okay, what I'm trying to get done here today is I've dropped a few loads of millings off here the other day that I got from a little job I was doing. And I tried to tailgate them as best I can, but those of you that drive dump truck probably know it's hard to tailgate millings because there's usually chunks, bigger chunks of millings that get in the tailgate and clog it up, so you can't really spread them nice. So what I want to do today is get them all bladed out, smoothed up, and there's a little pile up there because the tailgate got clogged on the last load. There's a pile up there. I'm going to take it further up the hill and spread it. But this driveway, it's covered in weeds right now, but the driveway all the way down there into the woods is already done with geotech and 4-inch rock. Well, it's like 2 to 3 inch rock they call it. It's mill slag. It's pretty cheap, and so let's get these millings spread out, smooth this driveway up. Only a little bit left to do here. I got most of it pretty well bladed out. Could use a couple more loads on it right through here, but probably be able to fill in this little bit of a shoulder that's left here. But the machine has overheated on me. It started squealing at me that it was high temperature. I don't even watch the temperature gauge because I've never had a single issue with this machine. So as soon as I shut it off, it started boiling over. And the coolant level's always perfect on this thing. And I don't know if the thermostat's stuck or the water pump went out, something, because I don't know of any other reason it would start overheating. But looks like we're going to be tackling that project next. Alright, so I'm up here checking out the skid loader now, figuring out why she overheated on me. And I'm guilty of starting without you guys. But this here is your hydraulic cooler. This lays on top of your radiator. And when I lifted this up, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but the whole radiator is jammed full of pine needles. Like they're all down inside the fins here. And there was some leaves and other debris on top too. I already pulled the heavy stuff off, but there's no good way out here. I don't have a vacuum out here. There's no good way to pull the stuff up out of the radiator. So I'm gonna clean this hydraulic cooler with the wire brush because it's got some rust buildup in it, some scale where the fins are starting to rot away on me. So I've just been taking the wire brush and dragging it out here, and that's cleaning the fins out pretty good. I'll do that to both sides and then use the old leaf blower over there, blow her out real good. And my hydraulic temps weren't running high or anything, it was still fine, but I'm sure this will help, especially if I put any hydraulic attachments on here. I'm planning on building a hydraulic brush hog for this thing, so I'm sure that'll heat up the hydraulic fluid substantially. So I'm just going to keep cleaning this thing out, and then I think I'm going to have to haul the machine back to the shop to properly get this radiator cleaned out, because it's pretty bad. All right, made it back here to the shop with the skid loader. We're gonna use compressed air from the big compressor and blow all this rust out of the hydraulic cooler, and hopefully all this dirt and pine needles and crap out of this radiator. So I cleaned it out as good as I could with the air compressor, but there's still about 2,382 pine needles jammed in this radiator still. So rather than sit here and pick them out all one by one, which will take forever, I'm going to throw the pressure washer on it, see if the pressure washer will coax them out of there a little bit better. Alright, I know this stuff's probably pretty hard to show up on camera, but right in there on this hydraulic cooler, I've got some pretty big pitted spots in the cooling lines, so I'm going to probably start sourcing one of these things, see if I can find one cheap, because I'm betting that thing is going to go here in the future. But the radiator came out looking really good. There's only a few pine needles still sticking up through, so I can take my time and sit here and pull these ones out by hand. It'll just be a lot easier than pulling out 10,000 of them. But hopefully that solves my cooling issue. I'm going to double check my fluid before I put this all back together, and hopefully we should be good to go, because I got to take this up to a job. In the green after about 30 minutes of running wide open, running it pretty hard, and it's not real hot out here, but it's warm enough. If I was still having trouble with it overheating, it would have overheated by now. So I'm calling that fixed. Another job well done, and get to go back to work here making money with this thing. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps me out. Thanks. Catch you on the next one.